A big thank you to the following sponsors who made this press conference possible on KLPS Channel 18. IV, Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, Pony Express Bank, and The Landing.
Good morning. Thanks for coming in. It's been a while since we've been together. A lot's gone on since then, really, but it's good to be back. I know that we have a lot of interested people wanting to know what's going on with our program, which is a good thing for us and for our guys. We've played 13 games this year. We're fortunate enough to come up on 11 on top on 11 of them. So we're at 11-2. The last time we met, we were sitting at 7-2, I believe, before we went and played Oak Park the Tuesday before break. Able to win that one, and then followed up with a pretty good performance at Jewell. Beat a pretty solid Park Hill team in the first round. Had a good win against Harrisonville, who was ranked 8th in the state. We were ranked 7th. Harrisonville was ranked 8th in Class 4, so two Class 4 top 10 teams going at it, and we got them. And then we fought like crazy against Blue Springs South in the final. Roger can speak to this when he gets in here, because I know they have to play them again, and they've already played them, but they're good. I've been here 6 years, and they're as good a team as I've seen in 6 years. So they got us. And then obviously, you guys did a great job with everything last Friday. They say the place seats 2,000, and there was every bit of 1,800, 2,000 people there last Friday night. So we put on a pretty good performance in the first half. It's honestly, it's the best 16 minutes of basketball any team I've ever been associated with played. We shot 73% from the field, 11 of 15 in the first half. We held them to 20%. We were up 32-12, and 6 points that we gave up were off of turnovers, and then one was just off of a bad closeout. So we really gave up 8 points that we knew we wanted back. So when you could break it down that simple, then you know you're doing a pretty good job defensively, and we really were. And they fought back. They got into us. We turned the ball over a little bit, but you know, our guys are playing well. Garrett's back, which helps with our rotations. Kyle's still playing really well in the Deer Dodder. He's starting to really, really develop and turn into a really good player for us. Jake's solid. Zach Stars, you can count on him every night, and then we're getting contributions. Tanner's really stepping up his game and being able to play more minutes because he's able to do more things. Defensively, he gets his nose in there and rebounds it a little bit. And Brian Sharp and Trevor Shepard and those guys. So our JV team is doing really well as well. They played Lafayette's JV on Friday in our Ox Gym, who Lafayette's JV was undefeated coming in, as was ours. They played a really good game, and our guys were able to hold on. So, you know, our JV team's at 6-0. And like I told the guys last night before we started practice, I said, you know, the thing is, you know, you don't want to be entirely measured in wins and losses, but, you know, you're 17-2 between the guys that are in this gym right now. So we just want to keep that going. We're doing it the right way. We're proud of the guys' effort. We can't thank the fans, the students, the community enough for the support that we're getting. Jewell was, I think most of you guys were there. Jewell was packed on that Friday night, and then our place was filling up, and we hope to do that again this Friday versus Platte County, who will be a really good challenge. But before that, we've got Staley tonight at their place, and hoping to pick up a road conference win. This is our third conference game, and it's our third road conference game. So, you know, we kind of start off heavy on the road, but you know, it's a schedule that's in front of us, and we're excited to take it on. So, with that, open it up to questions.
Coach, how would you say the home atmosphere helped your team on Friday night?
Well, I told the guys that from the time that our public address announcer got done announcing who the coach at St. Joe Lafayette was, the lights went out and the introduction started, and I mean, we were getting ready for that jump ball, and you got 1,800 people on their feet cheering. our student section. I mean, I would bet you 80% of our student body at that school was at that game. Now, whether or not they were in the student section or not, you know, obviously we had some guys on the floor, our cheer team, our dance team, our pep band. Hopefully I'm not leaving somebody out, but our broadcast team was there. The sports marketing kids were there putting stuff on. So I bet you 80% of our student body was there. But from the time that they got done and we started our intro to halftime, I think that's a large reason why we were able to jump out on them the way we did, because the atmosphere there was such an awe factor about it. I've been really fortunate, and you know, I've been at Allen Fieldhouse 3 different times on the floor as a visitor, and you know, obviously it's not Allen Fieldhouse, but in a relative sense, it was as loud, it was as uncomfortable for an opponent, and it was as much of a home court advantage as anything I've ever seen.
Coach, there towards the end of the game, they started to come back a little, and you started to get a little angry there at the end.
No, I didn't get angry.
No, you didn't? All right.
No.
Well, then I'll rephrase that. They started to come back there at the end. What did you tell your team to kind of get them calmed down and get back into that? Well,
I told them to stop throwing it to the team in green jerseys because I was getting a little angry. You know, but here's the thing that was hard for that game for us. I have an immense amount of respect for St. Joe Lafayette, for their program, for their coach. I know them. It's why they're on the schedule. That's a whole nother story. But the way we played in the first half, and I mean this, you know, I guess we could have played better because we missed 4 shots. So maybe we make those 4 shots. But I don't know if we could have played better. And I don't know if they could have played worse. And so we made them look a heck of a lot worse than they are. And we looked a heck of a lot better than we are. So then it was a false sense of, well, you know what, these guys are really good. Those guys over there aren't, so they should be able to handle it. When in reality, the situation is those are 2 pretty evenly matched teams. That's a team that started the year ranked number 5 in Class 4. They've run 3 straight conference titles. They were in the state Final Four last year. They are a established, successful, good program. So I didn't answer your question as far as what it takes to settle the team down, but we knew that was going to happen because we knew how good they were. We knew how athletic they were. So, you know, our guards got tired. I did a really bad job of 7 guys in the second half. I lose my mind at about the 6-minute mark of the second half, and I forget that I've got guys on my bench. And I just stare at the game, and I leave guys. I got to do a better job at getting guys in the game in the second half, and that'll help. But you know, they're a good opponent. We made them look worse than they were. I mean, that's a testament to our guys. But the way they fought back and made it tough on us is kind of what we expected.
Did you feel that the full court pressure was something that you guys maybe weren't used to, or that just I know they struggled against it?
Yeah.
How did you address that?
Well, I think the biggest thing was fatigue from our guards. Our guards were tired, and so it's hard to play the style we want to play. It's hard to play in the half court, nonetheless the full court. But then it's really hard to play when you're so tired that you can hardly stand up. And so it's my fault that I didn't sub those guys and give those guys adequate rest. We also made some ridiculously bad passes. I mean, you know, I understand a couple turnovers where the ball gets deflected or something, but I mean, 2 or 3 times we just threw the sucker right to them, you know, and they're able to go down and score. So we made some really bad plays, but you know, that's a good athletic team, and so they made it difficult for us. But you can't replicate that in practice. You know, we try, but you can't replicate what Blue Springs South has. You can't replicate what St. Joe Lafayette has in practice. We try, but you know, we just can't.
Can you talk a little bit about Staley, what you expect from them tonight?
Yeah, you know, Staley's struggling, but they're continuing to play harder each night. They're finding themselves a little bit. They got Oak Park to start the year, beat them in conference to get them a conference win, but you know, their discipline on offense, run just some basic continuity stuff to try to screen guys and get guys open. Don't have a lot of size, and we feel like we can use our size to our advantage. They're gonna play good half court man-to-man defense. They're going to try to be solid on offense and get good shots. We just got to make sure that we take better shots and we don't give up free and easy buckets against them, because we do have an advantage as far as athleticism and size goes. So we want to keep them shooting jump shots, turning them over or making them shoot jump shots one time.
Can you talk a little bit about Platte County coming in on Friday night?
Yeah, they're really, really good. They're really good. We beat them in the tournament, Savannah Tournament Championship in a really intense, highly contested game. Both teams really going at it. They've got, probably, people would say, one of the best players in our conference. They've got a point guard who's his twin brother, who's, I think, is more important to that team. And then they've got, talk about a team with a tough mindset. I mean, they're tough. Coach Hodge does a good job with them. He's a former Liberty guy. Does a good job with them, and they've got revenge on their minds because, we got them. We got a trophy when we played them last time, so that just kind of added to it. But they're really athletic. They're big. We're fortunate because we have size with our post players, but they can match that or they exceed that with their size. So we'll have our hands full. I mean, we will absolutely have our hands full. But, I told our staff this the other day. Our guys have shown up every single night except for the first quarter of our game versus Grandview. Every single night the guys have shown up. They've battled. They fought. So we respect our opponents, Staley, Platte County, whoever it may be. And but Platte County is as good a team as we'll play all year outside of Blue Springs South.
What things would you say that you need to improve on from the break to be ready for these two games this week and looking to Stessman next week?
Well, we've got to do a better job of when we're forced to play in the half court on offense. We've got to do a better job of moving the ball and getting it inside. We've got size and we've got good post players, but times our post players aren't disciplined enough to post up where we need them to. So we've got to get those guys to the point where they know where they're playing. And we're trying to do a few different things here and there on offense to help them move, which is new within the past probably 4 or 5 days, just to help them get the ball where they can score it. Defensively, to continue to play without fouling and then make sure that we're rebounding the ball the right way. We're getting our checkouts and we're following our rules when the ball's shot, making sure that, we're allowing the other team to, hopefully they turn it over to us. If they don't turn it over to us, then they shoot it one time or less. But there's times where we give up 2, 3 chances, and that's not, something that can have success. But we got to stay fresh. We got to keep hitting shots. We shot a school record on Friday night, which is funny because everybody was so anxious and nervous about the gym and the backdrop and all those things making it different. We've never shot the ball better in our history in 2 years. We shot 64% from a game against one of the best defensive teams in the city. So, go figure, I guess. Go figure. We were getting open shots, though, which helped. But, just the basic stuff that we stress every day. We just got to get better at what we do.
With this Stessman tournament coming up, how are you and the team preparing?
Well, we try to do it. We try to play and practice and work every day, irrespective of who we're going to play. So the way that we practice is a little bit specific to, we play Staley today. So yesterday we had a couple wrinkles in practice based upon what Staley does, what we know we can expect out of them. And then as Platte County comes, we know they do a few things differently. So then on Wednesday and Thursday practice, we'll tailor a little bit of our practice towards Platte County. But then as far as the Stessman tournament goes, we got an idea, kind of the people that we would see. But, to be 100% truthful with you, we haven't even really thought about it or planned much about it. We will start working on that Wednesday, Thursday this week, but then for sure Saturday and Monday the week after. But thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Thanks, as we've said, for your continued support of our program. I know that our guys are just are on cloud 9 with everything that went on Friday night with all the support. So thanks to you guys at Channel 18 and everything that you did to put together that. It's something our guys are gonna remember forever. And hopefully on Friday we're going to see a lot of you guys come and check out the place and see a really good basketball game against 2 really good teams, us and Platte County. So let me know if you guys ever need anything. But thanks again for your support of our program.